what I do know from the experience that I have is that it can go to an even greater level than what you've already experienced in life. And so, with that being said, our goal is to impact 1 million families. Now, that seems like a big feat, but we have a lot of people who are partnered together. We have people with great experience who are partnered together. And when you have something that's great, when you have something that's global, really 1 million families is really just a starting point. So that's what our goal is. And you might be a part of that 1 million families that we're looking to impact. Now, we are bold enough to say that we are the solution. We are a solution for a lot of the challenges that people are facing in life. And what we've done is we have joint projects that are in place. We're utilizing e-commerce. We're utilizing e-learning, right? So that you can go into an online space and tap into the information in your own time, because we know that people live busy lives. We will have products that are coming in the future to add to the services that we have on this platform. And it just makes it, much more stickier for the person. If you look at Walmart, Walmart has almost everything that a person needs, right? And so you may go in for one thing, but you're going to come out with 10 other different things, even though you might not have went in for that. You're like, oh, by the way, that's what we have here. So we have the environment, we have the community, we have the people, we have the e-commerce, we have the passive income, and just everything that you need to really see true success. And for me, success is more than monetary success, right? Success includes all aspects of who I am as a being. So that's financial success, that's emotional success, that's that mind, body, spirit connection, as well as in my health as well. So we have all of that between the partnerships that we have, or the platform that we've tapped into, and the tribe and who we are as a community. Now, this is just a quick glimpse of what we do, right? And this is a video recording that I did. Let me see if I can zoom in and you can see it just a little bit better. So we're learning how to tap into passive income through e-commerce and making money straight from our phones. This was just Friday when I was sitting down with some of the people that I'm partnered with, and we got in a trade on the spot, and you can see that it's already up to $39. And before it was over, I think it got up to $70. Now, $70 may not be a lot for most people, but you see how I just jumped from $39 to 48 to now 55. Now that was real time, right? So this is a part of what we're showing people that they can tap into, that most people, if we tell them about it, they're like, oh, it's a scam. No, this is what we're actually experiencing in real time. And we've created a community to whereas nobody is being left behind in that. So this is a part of what you get to tap into if you decide to partner with us. Imagine being able to, like what I did right before I got on this Zoom with you all. We have a community to where we get trade ideas, right? And so we take it a step further with the tribe that we're connected to. Even though we get that through the partnership, through our company platform, Miss Chanel grabbed it and just put it in the tribe WhatsApp that we have to make sure. Now, I got the notification from our tribe WhatsApp. I didn't hear it because I was preparing for this when the original one came out from the company. And so we always take it a step further to say, hey, make sure that everybody gets the information. Now I have a trade idea that's already set. I don't have to look at it. And as soon as the specifications for that trade is hit, it's going to go into play without me even have to hit start. And when if it goes up to my take profit, it'll automatically close. Now we also can get a lesson in this. If it goes into a lesson, I have my risk management set to say, okay, I'm going to close out at this point. So that's what we are tapping into as a tribe. Now we're doing this. I just alluded to this just a little bit. Through technology, through education, through the lifestyle and mind, body, spirit, and living legacy. Now, I'm going to pause for just a second to tap on our leadership and who is backing the project that you're looking at on tonight, because everything rises and falls on leadership. Now, you have Mr. Jose Ardone, and you also have Mr. Edwin Haynes. Now, these two gentlemen have had 20 plus years of friendship within this industry as friends and also as partners, as business partners. Now, they both have made hundreds of millions of dollars in the industry. They've both been in real estate. Mr. Edwin Haynes has been in the oil and gas industry, and they've impacted thousands, tens of thousands of people in the industry, and they have made a partnership where they've come together. They've put together their resources, they put together their network, and together, I think they've done over a billion in the industry. So they brought all of that together. They're in partnership, and then we have a joint venture with the CEO and founder of Economy, Mr. Hassan Mahmoud. Now, he is a financial expert. He's an international speaker. He's spoken in over 62 plus countries. He himself has also impacted tens of thousands of people to empower them to tap into passive income. And he has made, I think it's 9+ figures in global sales. And so this is who you have backing the platform that we're looking at tonight. Now, why we're here is because of this particular partnership. This is who I call Mr. G3. You would refer to him as like a mentor, but to me, he's Mr. G3 because he guides me in all aspects of life. He's a guru for me in all aspects of life. And many can attest that he is guilty, which is his last name, of bringing out the champion in anybody who allows him to. You know, somebody who says they have the Midas touch or just whatever they put their hands to, it turns to gold. That is that gentleman right there. Now, because of the relationship that he formed with Mr. Edwin Haynes, that led us to be in the position of where we are now with Empower that has partnered with and is one line of Economy. And so that's how we've gotten to where we are. Mr. Guilty really believes in as you build the person, you'll enhance the life. And in turn, you'll build the business. And that's where that mind, body, spirit to have an unstoppable living legacy comes into play. Because, you know, if you have all of these great tools at your fingertips, but you're dealing with anxiety and the stresses of life, you really don't have the wherewithal to show up for all of these other great things that we're going to show to you on tonight. So we do care about you as a person. And as again, as you allow us in, not just you, but everybody who's connected to you, who's important to you, we are not just business. We really do become a family again, but it's going to be how you let us in and how you decide to partner. Now, while we're here on the night, this is one of the reasons why. And I'm gonna just pause right here and I'm gonna let you read it for yourself so you can really connect with what I'm saying. Think about this. Most Americans, 41%, let's just jump to that. 41% of Americans have $500 or less sitting in their savings account. So that means anything unexpected and they in trouble. Anything unexpected, your car, something goes on with the house, whatever. And now instead of just being an inconvenience, it's a really big hardship for a lot of people. On top of, let me zoom in so you can see this. You see this at the top? Let's see, it says the average American's purchasing power has eroded by 23% since January 2020. Now, I'm not even going to ask you to go back that far. I'm going to just ask you, since the beginning of this year, can you take $20 and go to the store and buy the same amount of things that you could in January that you can right now? Absolutely not. And so we don't have money that's setting aside in savings. We're working all of these hours, and then the money that we're working for, it's losing its purchasing power. So again, I'm gonna go back to say that we have a solution to all of those different issues that people are facing. And one of those things is that we're gonna show you two other ways that you can earn income. Now, The first one is what everybody is used to, is trading your time for money. That's M1. That's 96% of the population. But tonight we're going to show you about M2 and M3, and that's making your money go to work from you and then tapping into multiple streams or multiple sources of income. And I just show you how feasible that was in the very beginning, making money right from your phone, your laptop, wherever, as long as you have that internet access. We're doing that through different services that we have available, right? So we're going to be tapping into the Forex market, the foreign exchange market. We're going to be tapping into the cryptocurrency industry. We're going to be learning about stock options. Now, you might have got a little nervous when I named off the things that we're going to be talking about tonight, because those are not normal everyday conversations that we have. And secondly, we didn't grow up hearing those type of things, right? We really learn, again, 96% of the population, we learn to go to school, get a good education so you can have a good job. And it's nothing wrong with that. I would say probably about 98% of the people who partner in this business, that's what they do. They have a full-time job. But right now, people are working multiple jobs just to make ends meet. So if we can be a solution to get you off that second job, if we could be a solution to even match your first paycheck on the job that you do have, and then have goals to, because Mr. Guilty has done that before. He has partnered with individuals and allowed them, okay, our first goal is to catch your first paycheck, right? And then we're going to catch the next one. People have come off their jobs partnering with this individual because they were locked in, because they were willing to do what it takes to see the level of success that they desire, right? Because a lot of times in order to see success, there's sacrifice. And so there's the sacrifices that you must make, and then there's a sacrifice that you're willing to make. And if those two don't line up, guess what? You may see a portion of it, but you may not see it all. But we're going to show you how it can be simpler for you now to see that success, because you're not trading the time for money, because we have the tools in place that you get to utilize on top of the community to make it work. Now, this is a glimpse of what it means to trade in the foreign exchange market, because I don't want to take it for granted that you know what that means. And so, in its very simplest terms, it's this the trading between two different currency pairs, right? When anytime that you travel internationally, now this is a picture of me where I went to Mexico and I'm giving them the US dollar for the Mexican pesos, right? If you travel internationally, whatever currency exchange it happens, that's what it is to trade in the foreign exchange market. We're just going to do it on an online space. We're going to show you how to enter into a trade, how to exit the trade, and how to make money in the process, right? And what's different about the foreign exchange market is that you can make money when the market is up or down, unlike stocks. Now, I have been licensed in Series 6 and Series 63. I used to be a financial planner at one time. I would look at different retirement plans, Roth IRAs, 401ks, 403bs, and I would sit down and see how they're diversified. And at this time, I was doing a good service based off the knowledge that I had then. And I was talking to people about the rule of 72 and how long it takes your money to double, right? And so if you divide your annual interest rate into 72, that's going to give you that number. So if at a 12%, it's going to take you 6 years to double your money. And I thought that, that was wonderful. That was phenomenal. Because when you talk about stocks and bonds, on average, 10% annually, that is amazing to be able to do that. But in a market like the foreign exchange market that makes 4.4 to $6 trillion per day, that exceeds that of the New York Stock Exchange, that is only around 18 and 19 billion a day, billion versus trillion. But yet everybody knows stocks and bonds. Most people don't know about the foreign exchange market. And we're showing you a way that you don't have to wait years for your money to double. How about this? That 16.94% is what I made in a week. Is what I made in actually, was it last Friday? Was it this past Friday that I doubled my account? It was this past Friday or the Friday before. My time frames are off. Anyway, I doubled my account size in one day because of the trade ideas that are given out here, right? And I just want you to see right here. I don't want you to take my word for it. Can you profit? Yes, absolutely. A successful novice can earn around $100 a day at Forex, provided that they deposit at least $200. Now, this is based off your own knowledge and skill. This is not using any technology that some of our guests are going to talk about tonight that you're going to be able to tap into. Now, mind you, this is a part of having your money to go to work for you. You not having to physically show up, you being able to place a trade, go to sleep, wake up, and see profits. Do we get lessons as well? Absolutely, we do. But as long as we're having more profits than lessons, guess what? We're in the blue, we're in the good, and it's working for our benefit. Now, these are just some snippets of what you can do with trading. I like to make it plain and black and white so you can see a visual and we're not over sensationalizing anything. Look at what $10 a day can do for you. It can give you an additional $200 a month, just $10 a day. And that is just only trading 5 days a week, right? What about $25 a day? And I'm gonna just let you go down the list. What do you see feasible for you? Or is it even more than that? Absolutely, that can happen. That's what we have access to. But I'm going to remove myself out of the way really quickly because I enjoy sharing the experiences of other people where you can hear the passion that they have and what has been a real life situation for them. So I'm going to bring on Mr. Wardell Jones, who is out of Chicago, Illinois. And Mr. Wardell, I would just like for you to share with us for you how Forex has been life changing for you. Um, and then after that, well, let's just start right there. How has Forex been life changing for you, Mr. Wardell?
Good evening, everyone, and good evening, Ms. CEO Mom. Thank you for having me on. How Forex has been life-changing. A couple of ways. Our tribe, this group, this community, the access, not just in this area, in many areas, but when we talk about Forex, as you mentioned, most of us, we learn to go to school to get what we call a good job so that we can work for 30, 40 years, retire, which is the so-called American dream. But Forex has, as you showed on that last slide, as far as the amounts, the little bit that we can do on a daily basis and the difference that it'll make. I've seen good days, I've seen some not so good days, but it's given me the mindset. It's changed my mindset about what can happen, because there have been days where $300-400 that I made in one day, sometimes more than that. And so when you compare that to what we're doing on a job where, most times people think about a fixed income and they think about seniors, but when you know what your paycheck is going to be every week, then you're on a fixed income. And so Forex has broadened my mind to the point to know that I can't just depend on the job. And so that's one aspect. And then the other is my kids. He's actually, my son is 10 now, but we started the journey at 8, when he was 8 years old, and him seeing, looking at the charts. He came in right before the meeting started, and he looked at the chart and he pointed out some things about it, and just walking in and looking at it. So to change the paradigm for my kids to say, well, no, you don't have to go to school to get a job. At a young age, we're already talking about a living legacy to where, I have options. And when you have options, everything changes. So those are the ways that it is has been life-changing for me.
Oh my gosh, I love that. When you have options, everything changes. Now, y'all, we could just stop right there. That's just with your own personal knowledge. That's with you just learning how to do Forex trading for yourself, right? So now let's take it a step further. Let's tell them how we differentiate ourselves in the industry because we get to tap into the AI technology. So tell them now on another level how that AI technology and the tools that we have here, how has that now impacted you in trading in Forex?
It is actually indescribable. When you think about AI, companies now are using data and AI to do just about everything. And this one platform that we have when we talk about Monara. So it's to think about, I was trying to think about a way to kind of describe it, but just think about if you were a stock trader and you had 500 stocks that you were interested in. And to be able to go into a program and put a time frame, put whether you're looking for the market to go up or down, whatever the criteria that you wanted, to be able to put that in a system and have that system 24 hours a day analyze the market and then give you a notification when there's a setup that's going to meet your criteria. You talk about working smarter and not harder. That's what we have access to. And you can't beat it.
You can't beat it, Mr. Wardell. And you're working full time. You are a baseball dad. You have two younger sons who are involved in baseball. That anytime a child is involved in any type of activities, that's a lot. You know, you have a wife at home. You have all of these things going on. So you have a very busy lifestyle, and that AI is there for you to just make it very simple, plain and easy.
Right.
Y'all, this is the investment lifestyle that we are screaming from the mountaintops for whosoever will to see value in what we have. And thank you for sharing, Mr. Wardell. If I was on the line, I would be like, what? Like, hold on, you won't even have to share anymore. Get to the end so I can partner in this. So I appreciate you, sir, being on this line, sharing with us, and just doing what you do for the tribe.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome, sir. Now, you all, that's just the Forex aspect of it, right? We're also tapping into the crypto side of the industry, and that right there, Forex was one thing. Crypto, depending on the person, that could be a whole nother, like, wait a minute, hold on, I don't know about all of that. But we're taught so much about this industry, and we're learning which cryptos to take a part of. And, you know, again, we're utilizing the AI technology that we get to tap into. And so when I think about crypto, the person that immediately comes to mind is who you heard me edify from the very beginning, the visionary himself of why we're here on this platform, Mr. David Guilty, Mr. G3, because the crypto is just his thing. He can watch a short video and internalize that and then give it to you like he was the author, like he was the one that put it out there. Mr. David Guilty, sir, come to the line.
Yeah. What it is, everybody. You know what, man? I got like goosebumps listening to my dude. And I texted him like early this morning. and to say, hey man, Miss Alicia said she wants you on the platform. This dude called me at like 5:30. I was gonna have to do all the work. I'm like, man, I don't, you know what I'm saying? And then he calls and I'm there, man. I'm gonna be on that. And then we have a closer look at 9:30 tonight. So this is what I'm gonna say. And I did see my dude also on here who's been rocking with him. Let's see if my man's on here, Mr. Corn, man. To see him on here tonight, Miss Billy Joyner had a conversation with her today. And then to see Mr. Glenn that's on here tonight, you know, did a 3-way with him and Miss Shannara. And just to be on here. And then after me, whoever's here, guests and all, we're gonna have our CEO, if everything goes smooth. He has some other meetings, but we're gonna have him on. So back to crypto, because he just blew the sand out the water. If everybody get that, like, you think sand is just on the shore? It has to be one that covers everything. So, what he just said about being a baseball dad, working full-time job, seeing the vision, seeing into his skill set. Like, I'm glad I get to leverage this gentleman that's over here and leverage yourself, Miss Alicia, and Miss Kamaya, and now we got Miss Nicole and others are tapping in, Miss Carol. You know, I don't want to go on and on name Miss Snell. It's different people really tapping into it that we all learning from together from different, the point is everybody, it's different environments and lifestyles. And all you have to do is really tap into, stop making an excuse of why you can't do it and make a reason why you can do it. The other day, he talked about he's at work getting signals and how he set it up to his phone. We getting trades all day. I saw something went off right before we got on the webinar tonight. It's like they're doing it because of the partnership. See, it's all about who you know and who you in partnership with, why people stay rich and then wealthy. It's the known and the unknowns. All you on here tonight are the known people because you get a chance to say, man, I heard about that, but you know, I thought it was one of them things. You know how many people said that in their lifetime? I shoulda, coulda, woulda. How many people you're around saying I shoulda, coulda, woulda? So I don't want to get into all that too much. I don't want to hurt it too bad. You know, not too bad, too good, baby. It's good. So what I'm gonna say to you tonight, what I love the fact I can get on Eminence. I can get on, oh my gosh, I do love the stock options. I want to get into the stock options. I respect Forex because I'm a scalper, right? You know, something was let out today in gold today. I got about two some cent because in that account, I'm playing around with it to test it out. I started with $25. It went up to $98. Now I'm back down to $70. You know what I'm saying? Because I threw something in there, forgot it. Boom, you get a lesson. But I started with $25 and went to $93. What is the percentages? See, we're looking at it as most in our community. Well, how much money you make? No, how much money did your money make? See, we gotta stop thinking about hourly rates. People work. I make this much an hour, and then what did you have to do to make that money an hour? So we're gonna tell you while you're making that money an hour, instead of playing video games on your phone, play the video of Monero. Play the video game of Hercules. Now let me get to the crypto, because everybody's scared of crypto. It's the new beast on the street. If I could say it to all the people that come from the streets to the boardroom, where they had to make stuff legalized that tax you on it. And all those people in jail these were the people that was the pioneers. After the let's break it down. The liquor, the moonshine was the first thing they couldn't tax. But as soon as they did it, and they can tax it, it's in every store. Every liquor. Now it's okay. It's okay to smoke cigarettes because they can tax it when that's one of the highest death rates in our community. Our community. Most communities, right? Nothing against it, but they tell us to wear a mask for some Ovic, but they don't tell you wear a mask with some smoke. Come on now. So when we talk about the illegal system of cryptocurrency, the US government doesn't want the secret of the transparency of how they're spending money on war. They're spending money on other countries when people here, we got immigrants coming here when people from here are living on the streets. So if you guys want me to go there, what can Hercules do for you? Why do I like Hercules? It's strong dictating when you should put crypto in. We was in a program before, which I love the educator. Gonna be probably a good friend of mine for a long time unless he switch up on me. You know what I'm saying? So we have conversations. We've had conversations. We're gonna have more conversations. But that AI, you can't compete on top of the knowledge. You can't compete with a chat GPT. Who are you? Guilty GPT? Come on now. I can only do so many things. I can download some stuff and give you some wealth files, but my wealth files when it comes to 6 figures. My heart goes to millions, but my wealth files only would get you 6 figures. Now, who can take 6 figures though? Who can make 6 figures part-time? I can show you that. I can tell you right now, with the system we have in place, as we've graduated, we was in junior college. Y'all, we in a prestigious, we in Yale, we in Harvard. We're Rhodes Scholars now. You know what a Rhodes Scholar is? Is you and that educator having that one-on-one time. When you're on your phone, is it one-on-one? You see people in the group. But how many people gonna graduate to success? How many people about to graduate when all you have to do is set up your phone, open up an account, get in Telegram, and watch Hercules get strong in your account? You set up your account. See what Hercules will do for you with cryptocurrency, instead of you going like I did, and I threw $1,000 into the market, and I watched my money fluctuate every day. What Hercules does for every ordinary person, whether you start with $25, would they give you some AI that say, okay, by the end of the year, I want $1,000. It will track for you, ladies and gentlemen, how much money at the right time, if you miss that time of the day, you got the rest of the week. They put $1.44 or $6 at the end of the week. So you're not going through the ebbs and the flows of how the market goes up and down. That's right, Mr. Hercules. Y'all saw that movie? Professor Klump. We can get strong in our mindsets to save our communities because we're tapping into what kids do already. Be strong in your mind and your spirit. Be your Hercules of your living legacy. Back to you.
Thank you, Mr. Guilty. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. Y'all see why I get myself out the way? Do y'all see why he is the leader, the visionary, the why we're here? With that alone, what he just gave you, that right there, you were partnered just for that, right? Just to be connected with somebody of that caliber in life. When I told you that he has the Midas touch, that he show up and show, and that's just off the top of the dome. That's just who he is, and we get to partner with him in life and in business. Thank you, Mr. Guilty. It is definitely an honor, sir, to have you on the line tonight. And what I want to show you all really quickly, let me share my screens, and I'm going to go to Telegram. I'm going to show you the different communities that we do have that they were talking about. Start now, share my screen. So here is Telegram. Now, we can go in here and you see it has all of these charts, right? That this is the trade. You see that? This is the trade ideas that just came out not too long ago. And that's all day, every day. This is the stock options group that we have access to. And look at this. This was earlier, and I was able to get into that and get some of them pips, right? And So last week, that was it. 300 pips in one day. Now you don't know what that means yet, but that's profit. Just know that. It means that we made a good profit that day. And I was able to tap into that. I remember I was outside running and training, and I got a notification from the Telegram group to hop in the gold, and that thing just kept going and going and going and going. And I was going right along with it. So for somebody who says, I lead a busy lifestyle, we all do. We all lead a busy lifestyle. And so just know you'll have the AI technology, but you'll also have us. That's just the visionary and one of the men. We have different communities that we get to tap into. They're part of a few good men. And so could you imagine yourself partnering with them in life and business? Somebody who you know that's going to show up and have your back. That's who we are, and that's what we do. I'm gonna go over the rest of these slides. I'm gonna see what's on here to show you really quickly, but that's the gist of who we are and what we do. And I don't feel like, yes, the platform is for a busy lifestyle, Miss Nicole. She's another one. She shared last week that Miss Nicole sleeps with her phone under her pillow so that she does not miss a trade idea that comes out. And she is making money before she even imagine making money before you clock into your job. That's what she shared with us last week that she does. And we just have so many different experiences. Now, again, this is another way that you can earn income. And this, guess what? We don't shy away from this. Now, some people may tell you, of course it's optional, but why would I back up? Why would I be hesitant on sharing this business, on sharing who we are as a tribe with other people when I know the power of passive income, when I know that now you get to tap into what 3% and 1% of the population or the wealthy is tapping into. So when we share this business with other people, the company pays us, and they should. We are the advertisements. We are the commercial, our experiences, right? And so as somebody partners in business, the company pays you $50. Imagine that. The company paying you $50 just for saying, hey, tap into this. This is another way. This is a better way. This is a way that you can see success and freedom in your life. Now, this is the career plan that we have. And no, this is not one of them things where just the people at the top, it makes all the money. Get all of that out of your head. We just told you how you can make passive income. Mr. Wardell talked about $400 and more than that, $700, more than that in one day, without having to clock in. Sharing this with other people, giving them a tool of freedom. And this is what you can tap into. Could you use an additional $900 a month just by sharing this with other people? And if you see this, all you had to do personally enrolled is 3. All you had to personally enroll was 3, but you accumulated 20 people total, right? And now you're getting $225 every single week, as long as those people continue to see value and stay partnered with us. This is what we're doing. We're having multiple streams of income from crypto, from stock options, from Forex, utilizing the AI, utilizing the tribe that we're connected to. We're sharing this with as many people. You see, from the beginning, our vision, we not just want to, we are going to impact 1 million people worldwide. And you have an opportunity to be a part of that. If you see value in what we do, these are some of the sub-communities that we utilize in order to just not make money, but get you. I talked about a few good men with Mr. Guilty and Mr. Wardell and the other men that are connected on the inside of that. Now, Mr. Guilty is the visionary of all of these different sub-communities. We have the CEO Mom Lifestyle, which I'm the one that's spearheading that. We have the Leading Ladies Lifestyle. Miss Kimaya is spearheading that. We have our L3. Those are our Living Legacy ladies, the more mature, seasoned ladies in life, right? Now, of course, as you can see, CEO moms are women who are married or single, but we're mothers. And leading ladies are women who are married or single, but they don't have children, but they still have a whole lot of responsibilities. And what we focus on is just getting better in all aspects of life. We focus on mindset training. We listen to audio books. We grow together. We have workout challenges. We travel together. This is us in Dubai. Because guess what? Being a part of this business now, and we're sharing this with everybody that we come in contact with. I was just in the grocery store today, and we have natural conversation, right? And so, I'm talking to this lady at the checkout counter, and I'm seeing her, find out that she's a mom. So I'm inviting her to the CEO Mom lifestyle, and then we get to talk about business. And as we do that, as we travel, now that same vacation that we took together, it now becomes a tax write-off. So now I'm writing off my travel because I have this home-based business. I'm writing off a portion of my mortgage. This cell phone bill that I'm utilizing right now to do this overview on, that's a write-off. My utilities are write-off. So we're getting passive income, we're getting residual income, and now almost everything that I do in my lifestyle is a daggone tax write-off. That's the investment lifestyle, y'all. That's what we get to do. And these are just different examples. If you tap into all aspects of what we do, these are some of the numbers that you can make between now that $25 is from trading. We didn't even put the crypto in there that Mr. Gilky's talking about, right? That we didn't even add all the stock options. We just focus on the Forex. 3 new partners, $150. You get 10 partners, that's another $500. You can come in, and this can be this month, you can still earn that. What is it that you want to do? Tell us what your goals are, and we're going to go to work together for your goals. That's what you have in us, right? And so hopefully you've seen enough value to tap into Empower and to get started with us. We just showed you how you can profit from your phone passively without showing up to a second job, right? And the startup cost is $149.95. That's it. That's all. If you decide to build and share this with others, you can add another $29.95 on that. That's to tap into the compensation plan, right? I just showed you 3 people, $50 a person, $150. You're getting your investment right back. And also at 3 people, they're going to give you $25 a week. So now you've gotten your investment back, plus your monthly overhead that is only $99 is now paid for. It's going to be $115 if you decide to share this business with others. Yeah, what more do you need to know? But I am going to pause right here before you get off the line, and I'm going to leave this with you. Everybody, I'm going to say most people, 99% of the population, 0.9 knows who Michael Jordan is, right? And so this is a quote by him. He said, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed." Are you going to be willing to take the shot to see the success that you truly desire? Because you're on this line for a reason. You're looking for more. You're wanting more, right? And you may not know how to tap into this. I'm going to say it again. We have a solution. Take the shot for yourself. Take the shot for your living legacy, and to see the true freedom that is really, really available for you in life, and why you were truly created and put here on this earth. And I'm gonna go ahead and say welcome. Welcome to Empower. Welcome to your success. Welcome to your future, right? This has been a privilege and an honor to be on this line tonight. Thank you, Mr. Wardell. Thank you, Ms. Deanna, for opening up. Again, thank you, Mr. Gilty, for who you are, not just to me, but everybody who is partnered and connected with you, and how, it's not just business. You care about us as individuals. No, it's not perfect, because none of us are perfect people, right? But you are a person of principles, and that's what I'll say. And those principles have gotten you to multiple 6 figures, has gotten you to many relationships and people who honor and trust you. So thank you, sir. Thank you to our guests on the line.
Hey, I gotta say this real quick. So before y'all start hanging up, thank you for that, Miss Alicia. I want to save y'all because she ended it. But I'm gonna have a special guest that just texted me. I've been working with him to see if he can jump on here. So all the people, all all the people, if you don't see somebody in your organization, please text them now. We're gonna have our CEO, Mr. Edwin Haynes, on in a few minutes. He just texted me and said, "Hey man, give me 10 minutes." And so thank you, Miss Alicia, for putting this platform together. This is something we're gonna have every Tuesday. It's not a coinky dinky that she says she's launching out of Texas on her tour, a virtual tour, and it's in Houston, Texas. And then I asked this gentleman if he can get on Tuesday or Thursday. And he said, I'm going out of the country by Wednesday. You got to catch me on Tuesday. He's on a webinar right now. He said, give me 10 minutes max. So what I want to say is, don't hang up yet. People get on. Thank you, Miss Alicia, for this platform, doing what you do. Once again, some of the people that's been a part of this culture that's on here tonight, Miss Billy Joyner, you know, I've seen some people, Mr. Corn, I should say, is on here tonight. Man, I really appreciate you just getting on, brother. I look forward to having our talk and things of that capacity. I know Mr. Glenn, we did a conversation. I don't know if he's still on here, but we had a three-way tonight with earlier today with Miss Chanel. And then also, man, I'm sorry, but here, let me tell y'all a quick funny story before Mr. Edwin Haynes gets on. Miss Shakira, y'all know that little beautiful young lady. See Mr. Edwin Haynes, so I'm gonna hurry up. Mr. Edwin Haynes in the waiting room. So before Mr. Edwin Haynes speak, I'm gonna bring him up. Y'all remember that leading lady we have, Miss Kamaya Vassar. She's a god mom of this beautiful young lady. Her mom, her best friend is on right now, Miss Shakira, and she's on listening to it. She said, "Listen, I need you on here," and she showed up. They've been to and fro since they were little kids, and for her to show up tonight, I want to acknowledge that. Like they're from Miss Kamaya's from the city that she moved out there. Her family's out there at Hopkins and Kankakee, and for her to be on here tonight just to show up for her friend, and that's love. That's all we're talking about. Just to look at it, and I'm gonna hurry up because we do have our guy on here, the man, the CEO. But I just want to say that that she's on here tonight, and y'all seen her little daughter and the technology that she's dealing with, Miss Kamaya. So I want to send a shout out. So with that being said, also Mr. Edwin Haynes is on here, and Miss Alicia. In a few minutes before you can make him co-host, or he can just unmute his phone in a minute. What I wanted to do, everybody, is that you heard this gentleman, and some of y'all that came from different projects seen this gentleman challenge me in other ways, and I still was resistant because of. And he talked about it on our the update of his training, not this Saturday, but the Saturday before, if I'm correct. And he said, he has some other gentlemen speak upon that's in a good position of the company, but he said, I'm challenging Mr. Guilty because I have a similar heart to him when he look at the people. So what he's showing me is that if you really love your group, you would show your group. And I haven't showed the group in so long because I've been making sure everybody else is good, almost to the detriment of my own success. And he's getting me right, and it's taken some years. And I'm being very vulnerable with this gentleman. I'm being more coachable. I'm learning to just put my phone on mute just in case I say something when he's talking, so I can learn, because I've made six figures so many years. And I'm gonna talk to y'all, it hasn't been enough for my lifestyle, for the things that I wanted to accomplish, for the things that I started getting materialistically, even with a house. I paid off a house before, and six figures the following year was not enough. And this gentleman has made seven figures. I watched him not just in this industry of network marketing, the industry that we're going to make some changes in. And there's nothing wrong with it, but we just want to make it more personalized to the people. That he embarked and partnered up from the platform. He was strong enough without ego to say the project he started with us, that he went in a partnership to make it even more bigger, because he has a big heart for the people too. And then that person was already in with, so you're talking about seven figures and nine-figure gentlemen. And this gentleman, Mr. Edwin Haynes, and he also knows how to relate for people who just need a couple $100, going up to millions of dollars. I remember when he first came to Chicago, really quick, everybody. I just want you to relate to somebody. And he showed me text messages how coachable he was in that season in his life. He was getting ready to make $1 million decision. And he said, I'm gonna talk to my coach first before I make a decision. Something he won't get a cent from this. But I want to make sure I talk to him before I even finish a conversation with this gentleman. I don't know if you remember that, Mr. Haynes, but that did something for me. And for you to keep coming to Chicago, that also has done something for me. And it's allowing me with prayer and quiet time to finally get out of my own daggone way. And there's a couple things I want to ask you, but I'm going to just bring you up, sir, just to say a few words to who's ever left. And if y'all don't have your person on here right now, if you're not text messaging, then you're doing yourself a disservice. Mr. Edwin Haynes, how you doing, sir?
Man, I'm happy, healthy, and wealthy, so I'm all good.
See, those are kind of conversations that I can have. Edwin Haynes, I'm saying something to the people, and I don't want to offend them. But these people, I would tell you, this group right here is new. Out of my 19 years of experience, have never been ranked before, most of them. I will say 90% have. And I said to them the other day, man, listen here, y'all. We're going to get ready to go into a system where we'll be able to be in a binary. But if you don't have at least 3 people, you're going to want to do more. You're going to be mad at yourself if you didn't do more in the next 30 days, 60 days, and 90 days, especially the next first 30 days, so you can explain it to them and get myself out of the way. If you don't have at least 3 people and you have hundreds of people and thousands of people in your organization, you don't have 3, what's going to happen to them? And they've never been ranked before. This is their first time being in the position, me being my position with you, never been in this position. Why should they maximize this position, sir?
Well, first of all, I appreciate you all having me on your call today. There's been a lot of that going on. Activity is very high for us right now. And we haven't even, this is still the pre-launch of what we're going to do. And so today, hello, I'm seeing all of my friends are saying hello to all of y'all as well. But we are definitely going through the pre-launch phase of what we're going to do with this collaboration with Mr. Jose Ardone. Super excited about, what's in store for all of us. And then when I'm seeing different people, I don't know if y'all following what's happening with the economy side. I've chimed into their chat, not chat, but their social media channels. And I'm asking, who are these people? No-name people making $50,000 a month, no experience in the industry, people sponsoring like crazy. And I'm just looking like, what am I missing? Because I've hit it at the highest level, and to see people sponsoring 20, 30, 40 people in a week. First of all, you can't work with all those people. It's not a good or a bad thing, but you can't work with that many people. But if you have a good system in place, then the system will do the heavy lifting for you. All the thing we have to do is get out there and expose the business. The price point is right. I was talking to the team at this morning at 1 a.m. in Kenya, and bringing on some guys, and they're like, my goodness, even here, it's not such a struggle for people to do this business. And then the biggest part about it is they can actually take the signals. I just took a signal that came in a minute ago. So you shake, yeah, I just took a signal, and I'm like, this is a no-brainer. I have experienced traders who have joined now. I've been on the call with them, and they were like, yeah, I'll look at it. I'm going to join because of the movement and all other things you're going to do. And I said, I want you to look at the Monero and some of the other things. And then I get this message back. This guy trades his own money and all this other stuff. And he said, this system is on fire. It's just that type of from no experience to experience who are loving what they're seeing right now. And as I head out to Bogota to go over there to do the event with the guys, keep saying, I think we got about 2,000 to 3,000 people there for the week, for the weekend event. and we're going to launch this new service that it should be launched. I got to verify from the owner of the product, but it's going to even make it even better for us to do business. Whereas, you know, you can keep learning, but use the technology to go do the heavy lifting for you, because you just attach it to your account, whether it's $100 or $100,000, $100 or $100,000, whatever it is in your account, you can attach this technology to it, and you control when you want to trade and when not, and it'll trade for you. And some of the same signals that are coming through that we're taking, that they're winning at an 80% on average, 80% rate of trades that they're winning, it will go into your account. You don't even have to copy and paste anything. You attach it once, and the only thing you have to do is wake up in the morning or whenever, and it says, do you want to trade for the day? You hit accept, and it'll go to work for you. I'm telling you, that's a game changer. I don't mind doing what I'm doing now. You know, I took some time, wrote it out, I put the information in, and the system is going to do the rest of it, get me in and out of the trade accordingly. So I'm just talking about the service that we have. And the reason why I led with that is even more so important to me, and like we've said in our company, is that we wanted a product or service that a person could actually utilize and earn money from, and not just from the act of recruiting. So if you can have something that people can earn money from with the services, then of course that keeps people in and engaged, but also because they are having some type of success, they don't mind sharing the success that they're having. It's just like having a good meal or watching a good movie. You had a pleasant experience, you most likely going to talk to people about it. In network marketing, most people are just uncomfortable talking about something that they have not necessarily experienced anything from. And so it makes it a little bit more uncomfortable about, you know, them talking about it until they find their excitement from the involvement that they have and things of that nature. So just like Mr. Guilty is saying, hey, I'm strongly urging people, because I'm doing some things that are very uncomfortable. This is where it's going to have to be, do the uncomfortable until it becomes comfortable. And I guess I could say I'm going to go back and say, for me, after all the years I've been in business, in direct sales and network marketing, it used to be more of a challenge for me for people to say no or not right now. And I had to stop taking it personally, because I did big time, and I'm still not immune to it, because some people I still kind of get a little offended. I'm just human, and I'm like, you didn't call me back, you know, and then of course I get a little attitude, and then I have to snap myself out of it, type of thing, and like, hey, they're making a bad decision for them. You're going to make it anyway, regardless of what they do or not. And so, again, my thing is, 3 is the minimum, and none of you all are minimum wage mentality people that I know of in this company. All of us have, most of us have bigger goals and bigger dreams, and that's why we decided to partner up here. But yes, get your 3 out of the way, because that gets you the basic levels. But I'm the type of person that's going to push you. One of the things that we used the old saying, if you're going to shoot for the moon, and if you miss, at least you're amongst the stars. That's the type of mindset that you should have. And so set a lofty goal that's going to make you uncomfortable, because I don't want you all to go set a goal that you're going to hit, and then it keeps you at a lower level. One of the things that I did in my career, and when I was at one of the top pinnacles of the time in a previous company, and making 200,000 or so a month, and it was going good, and all the things were happening, and people were doing some great things. Some of y'all heard about the stories of what we did in that previous company. And then a question came up: if you had to do it all over again, what would you do differently? And a couple of people came up, hey, I wouldn't do anything different. I mean, I'm at they were many of us were doing well. But one thing that came up was a statement that said, if I was to do it all over again, I would do it bigger and faster. I would do it bigger and faster. Now we're already into that deal, and it's harder relaunching than it is launching. It's harder to relaunch your business, meaning that in the beginning it's all new. You hadn't let all the people know what you're doing right now. You can get more people and attract more people in the launch of something, the brand new exposure of what it is that you're doing right now. Now, over a period of time, you will have to go in, depending on how big you want to build it and how solid you want to have it. You always remember the group to get you to one level won't be the group to get you to the next. And so you have to relaunch down the line. And because you've already maybe gone through some people in terms of exposure, and you're running low on your existing warm market list. And of course you have to keep, bringing on new people, in which that's how business goes. Just think about this. Some of y'all own businesses, whether it's in the fashion industry, restaurants, or whatever. You're not just depending on the same customers or clientele to grow your business. That's a good start, but in order for you to grow it and grow it big, you always have to attract new clientele and new customers. This industry is really no different. Keep as much as possible the existing group, but always have a mindset to expand and grow and bring on a new group of people. And so I'm always open for business and open for new leadership and open for new people to get an experience in what it is that we offer. And everybody's not going to say yes, but the right ones who say yes could make a world of a difference for you. We just have to put in our hearts and our mind that we're going to go through the process and be kind enough for us to be kind enough to expose it to others, because we don't have to say anything. So in other words, maybe that made me feel good, because it wasn't like I was begging anybody to do the business. In my mindset, I am doing you a service and I am doing you a disservice if I don't tell you about it. I am, if that makes sense to you. So I'm telling you, it's all right here. If you get the mental piece together, it's almost like us learning to trade in the portion that we're doing. The biggest part of trading is having the mental fortitude to go out and make it happen. Because if we don't get it down mentally, then we'll drop the ball and start making mistakes that we don't have to do, that we shouldn't be doing. And now that we know better, do better. So going back to the point of what I said, that the statement was made, if I had to do it all over again, I would do it bigger, better, and faster. We all right now are at a point. We haven't even placed everybody into the system, into the tree yet. You're in the system, but you're not placed in the tree. So we're pre-launching, and on the 28th of November, some of y'all, you can take some of the videos that we're going to be doing. I did some personal, did the first release of a series of videos that's going to lead us up to the 28th of November. We're going to do a major call to do a major announcement. I believe we can get 1,000 to 2,000 people on just to listen in. And if you buy into what we're going to do, we can do the heavy lifting about what's taking place, because we're going to do a very nice presentation. Myself, I'll have Jose Ardon on. We're going to structure it, organize it, make it very nice. We're going to get some very nice intro videos, the whole thing, and make it a production so we can lay it out the right way on the 28th, talking about the merger of Access into what we're about to do with Empower, and a couple of giants, if you will, coming together, and how our team is going to help with the mission of helping over 1 million families benefit from what we're about to do. And so that is going to be the goal on the 28th. So all roads are leading to this major call and major announcement that we're going to build up. But if you and your team really buy into what we're going to do, I know for a fact we can now help you get a good start to the launch of your business. And that 3 should be a breeze if you're willing to let us do the heavy lifting. We're spending the money on the videos. We're going to do all the talking. You just saying, this is who I am plugged into, and then let the system go do the heavy lifting, and anything else that you can do in addition to it will just be icing on the cake. So I told, that's what I've been telling Jose, hey, listen, our team is loyal. They're hard workers. They want something big. Let's put what we can together, the tools that we need to help, help the process and make this a total success. And so that's just one part of what we're doing. Of course, you all know economy is just one portion that will service us, but that by itself, I've been watching the industry, and I'm not going to be long on this, but I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. I've been watching the industry. And what I've seen in the industry is very few companies that are coming up new, who are creating the type of success stories like we did in my previous company of OrganoGold. And the reason why I bring that up, because we made a major move in that company, made a major noise in that company. And a lot of people around the globe watched us, and they're still talking about the success story of it today. And let me tell you why I bring it up. We did not go chasing networkers. We didn't. When I started, I was coming from another company. And at the time we said, we're going to come in our mindset, we were no longer any ranks. Forget whatever trophies we had, forget whatever, anything we have ever accomplished. We came up with a new plan and new goals, and we set them bigger at the time. And what we decided to do was to work like we were just brand new in the industry and we were hungry again. We had to create that condition in our mind to go out there and make it happen. And we went out there and we tore it up. No egos, no time too early, no time too late. Like I told you, at 1:30 started at 12 o'clock this morning. I was wrapping up my night last night, getting a few things done that I needed to have and answer some emails. The two gentlemen, one from France, one from Kenya, called, and they said, hey, I was intending to get back to you, and I didn't get back to you. First of all, that was one of the ones I was mad at, because we were having this conversation and it just ghosted me. And all of a sudden out the blue, he say, hey, brother, I'm sorry. I had a family situation, and can we do the call tonight? And I'm like, heck yeah, let's do the call tonight. I don't care what it takes right now. I'm not sleeping. I'm not resting, because this could change the whole landscape, not only for me and my family, but for any of you all that choose to run with it and do something with what we're going to do. Because if we go out there and do our part, as we go out there, as we go out there and do our part and set it up the right way, create the right environment and all the other things that we're doing, it's going to make it easier for any one of us to take this. It's bigger than me. It's going to be the environment. It's going to be it's like a stream running in a certain direction. It's like a current taking us in one direction. Someone is going to have to go out there and build that stream strong enough so that it can carry all of us. And if we all come on and do our part, pushing in the right direction and not worrying about what others are going to think about us for going to do what we know, what we know is best. If we get to the point and just stay laser focused, stay in our lane, I'm telling you, it will be a game changer. And the money that we're making will be able to be utilized in some of the other ventures like I had envisioned for us to participate in some of the things that we're going to bring to the table for the Access platform and within what we're about to do for Empower. And so I'm just doing what I can now to lead by example, and not just talking about it, but being about it in action. And that's why when Mr. Guilty said, hey, can you come on with the call onto the call with you all? It is my honor to be on the call with you and to share with you and to give you the insight. And then hopefully we can all, sit back on the beach with some umbrella drinks, as I call it, and be really proud of the moment that we made a decision to go out there and make this happen. So that is one of the things I can tell you right now is get mad, as I say, get mad, make a decision. Make a decision, get mad right now and make a decision, because everything is being placed in a sense on a platter to us. It's up to us to eat from that platter. And what I mean by that is the opportunity itself, it chased me. It chased us. They were watching us. This wasn't the only one that I had to choose from. It's just the one I trusted, but it chased us because of what we were doing and putting together. And now we have this incredible present of an opportunity that I believe that if we do with us doing the right thing with it, many lives can truly be changed. That's where I am. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. And that's what I want to share with you all today. So I'm going to keep fighting, David. And I want to clarify something as well with this group. You all know who you have as a leader in David Guilty. I chose David, and David chose me to work with. When you're in a coaching or a mentorship relationship, and hopefully we grow into a full mentorship relationship, we both chose to accept each other in that capacity of what I do and what he does. As friends, and we are friends, we equal. As coach and mentee, or a mentor and coach, we're not. That don't mean I'm better than him as a human, but there's some things that I have accomplished that he has not accomplished. That don't mean that's bad. I have a mentor. They were sitting with 3 billionaires in Hong Kong that I'm not in that meeting right now. Well, first of all, I'm doing this company and we're going to do some parts with that. But the mentor that I talk to sit down with literal billionaires. They just secured another $100 million deal that I will be a part of. That's who I take my advice from. David, when I'm on the phone, you know what I do? He said, Ed, are you there? Can you repeat back? What did you really understand what I said? I said, yes, I'm taking notes. You know me, I'm taking notes. And I can go back and pull up some of the notes on the phone because I shut my mouth. If you can get in a room with somebody like that, and you're gonna give me some information to help change my life, but there's a respect that we both have for each other. That don't make me a less of a man. It makes me a smart man. It don't make you a less of a woman. It makes you a smart woman. If you can get in that environment and have someone that's willing to pour in you instead of take from you. You know, there are more takers than there are givers. You can find anyone around, you can find more people around you right now trying to take from you than people trying to give to you. And I often say too, and I'm not going to apologize for this, everybody that's praying for you, everybody that's praying ain't praying for you to win. You'll be surprised if people are praying, hoping you don't, and they got prayer twisted. So I'm just going to tell you how it is. And so I just stay in my lane. I deal with who I'm supposed to deal with. I'm focused on what I'm supposed to be focused on, and I'm working with the willing. And also, another thing for some of y'all, stop being tolerated. You need to stop being tolerated. Don't be in a room where you're tolerated. Be in a room where you're an exception, where you're accepted and you loved and revered. We need to get this thing right because time is of an essence right now. Okay? And it's just for me, and maybe it's me, and maybe it's me. I don't know. Again, I have to keep, because I'm going at another point in life, and I know in order for me to be better, I have to do better. And my level of thinking now is starting to step up again. I'm not hungry for money, because when you get knowledge, wisdom, and true understanding down, money comes. So I'm searching for the knowledge. I'm searching for the understanding. I am now working on a bit of wisdom, but if I'm seeking it from other people so I can continue to grow. And so there's, with being on purpose, and everybody too, you need to, if you haven't identified what your purpose is right now, okay, you need to be searching for it. Your purpose should be so big and audacious that it'll take a lifetime to accomplish it. And I'm not talking about little goals. Goals are your mile markers towards your purpose. And so I am being a more purposeful person, and part of my purpose is being fulfilled with making sure that we get a million families impacted, positively impacted from what we're about to do right now. That's part of the mission, because I wanted to reach 1 billion people some kind of way. And it's going to happen through us. And my mission, I know, is big enough to encompass everybody, anyone that's in the company. And I don't care who they are. I don't care what their background is. I'm not impressed by dollars. One of the things I told somebody, money is the worst indicator of success. Because I know some ignorant people with a bunch of money. And it's just, yeah, you may have hit a lick, you may have done some things right, you may have done, I don't know how you did it, whatever, but I would never do business with you. I know some hustlers with some money, but it don't mean they're successful. Okay, I'm talking about old music industry days now. So this might sound crazy to some of y'all. I know we have some scholars on here, but I'm not ashamed from where I came from, okay? That's why I can talk to people from jail or Yale. So I didn't understand why I went through it on that spectrum of life. You know, I was talking to the ambassador again for a country who's my neighbor. He called me up again. He's a good friend of mine, Thomas. He called me up. He want me to do this oil deal with a country called Nabil. I don't even know what the heck the country name is, but they're trying to set me up with the heads of state and all these different people. And I'm like, here I am, this little guy that came out of Mississippi with a country voice, deep voice. Sometimes you don't know what the heck I'm saying half the time. And they still want to talk to me. So I didn't know what I was going through at this time. You never know what's about to happen for you. You just keep moving forward and go through the process and have the right intent. Okay? And look to grow. And again, if somebody can pour into you and you can have the meetings of the mind, I don't care what they said about me. Yes, a lot of people said I should have left where I was 20 years ago, but I got the best deal out of that deal. I became sharp from that. I stayed in my place. One thing I know about this is not preaching, but God respects order. And I knew who was my leader at the time that he assigned to be my leader. And so I respected leadership. Now, when leadership gets out of hand and they stop growing, a leader who does not continue to grow typically becomes a tyrant. And so I had to be careful with, following the wrong people. And when I saw things over a period of time, because from a young gentleman to, an adult, I have changed following leaders because maybe I've outgrown, there was a season for me or something that had happened at that time, but I'm always watching to see if the leader is still growing, and the leader never has to announce whether they're growing or not. You can see it. Your group, you should never have to announce that you're growing. Now, you talk about things that, man, this thing helped me grow. I'm not saying that, but trying to motivate them and show them and prove to them and all that. The proof is in your actions, not in your words. And so anyway, I'm telling you, my mind is going right now. I'm walking. Some people are walking dead. I'm walking alive and refreshed. And I am looking for that group to say, hey, it's our turn, it's our time. I don't care what age you are. Whether you just turned 18 or you matured to whatever. You can start right now from where you are. And I can tell you in the next 12 to 18 months, we can look back and say, my goodness, I'm glad I went through this on this journey and went through this process, because look at where I am now compared to where I was before. So anyway, I've done let me make sure I'm being careful on words, because I'm speaking it into the future. I have not done my part. I am doing my part to make sure that we are in the best position to win. And I'm just asking you, do your part so we can do this together, because it's no fun when you do it by yourself. So with that, Mr. Guilty Sir, thanks again, brother. I am proud of you. And I am going to say this to your group with all respect. And I understand why you had your guards up, but I have seen growth and you didn't have to tell me about it. You have been very respectful to the process. When I saw that it was a reason to have safeguards up, and anyone ought to be blessed to have someone who would do that. That's why I always talk about me, because I look at me myself. I look at it, I said, it was up to me to make the mentorship relationship work first. Even though the mentor had to have their part in it, I did my part to make it work. And when you're in that position, it allows you to grow. And so right now I'm seeing that happen, my brother. And I'm telling you, you're going to leave some people in a place with what you're doing right now. You just keep on doing. You're not by yourself anymore. You're not by yourself anymore. You're going to leave some people, and you're going to have more people making more money than you ever could have imagined for what you've done. You already have the foundation in place, but the lid has been lifted, brother. The lid has been lifted. You just walk into it. You just walk into it and keep going. It's a process. You're going to stumble sometime, but you're not by yourself. That's why you attach yourself to people that's going somewhere. That's why you attach yourself to people that allow you in the room. When it's your time, you be in that room. When you're in that room, you now open the door for your people to get in the room. But if you close off from getting into the room, your people will never have a chance. You just keep rolling, brother. You remember what I said this, and I hope with all respect that the right person will understand what I'm talking about. Most people won't. Quite a few people won't. I won't say most people. There'll be a few that feel that, man, he's talking down or he's saying this. No. Don't get this twisted. David don't have to follow Ed Haynes anywhere. David chose to follow Ed Haynes. That's a major difference. But he said, you know what? And then I'll say this too. I got to let this call go. But this is no hype. Every time we have a conversation, it's about you all. Every time. I wish I could record. Maybe I need to record the call and don't tell him. But he's like, man, I just got to figure out what I need to do. I got, he called out some of the names. I don't know everybody, and just kind of getting some ideas. Every time he's talking about them, about the group. And there are some personal things that he may ask me about what he needs to do for himself, but that is not the majority of the conversation. I can work with a person like that because that was me. That was me. Now I get a chance to pay it forward to someone who decided to link up with me, and I can pay it forward like somebody poured it to me. So anyway, let me give it back to you, Mr. Guilty. Thank you for having, I don't know what we were supposed to talk about, but wherever I'm led is what I talk about. And I hope that was helpful. So you all have a great night. Any questions, David? I'm ending it because I got so much to do.
No, man, I just appreciate it, man. You touched my heart, man, my soul, man. I thank God for you, and I thank God for this group. And I've never given nothing 100%. I'm chasing my purpose.
Yeah.
And your family is in my purpose now, sir. So thank you.
Absolutely, man. Well, hey, I appreciate all of you all. I mean, some you all know I love you. I mean that. We in the fight. I'm calling it the fight of our life, but we gonna win. Let me say this. Let me get my words right. We're in the fight of our life, and we winning.
So,
all right. So let's make sure we put the right words out there, right? Let's put the right words out there. But anyway, I'm going on. I do have another group that I need to say hello to, and getting ready for this trip to Bogota, which is going to be good for all of us. I can't wait to share what's going on. Remember, November 28th, we're going to do a major announcement. You're going to see my posts. They're putting the videos together, and I appreciate the new team that's coming in, doing their part, and then my group is helping out, getting it posted. We're going to create a major buzz. Let's shoot for 2,000. Okay, let's shoot for 2,000 just to listen in, get on the call, hear what we're about to do. You all take ownership of it and talk about what your division is about to do. I'm partnering with this group. We already have plans to do $1 billion in the next 24 to 36 months. and my division, put a number to it if you want to. I'm looking to drive a group to put, 10 million of it, I don't know, a revenue in it, that type of thing. But put something attached to it, because people will join you if you have a mission and you know where you're going. Okay? They will join you if you have a mission and you know where you're going. We know specifically and exactly where we're going, and you're welcome to get all of the volume, a piece of the volume, or however you want to do it, or none of the volume to help toward making it happen. But I am saying all hands on deck.
Oh,
Let's go out and make it happen. So other than that, David, again, appreciate you.
you too, sir. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it.
Okay, all right. I see all the loves in there. Much love to you. High fives to everyone. And let's promote like we've never promoted before. See you all very soon. Bye for now.
All right. Man, all I gotta say is, man, I don't have to follow up with that. I just think everybody, I want you to write this date down, man. Just for yourself, for your living legacy, is what you decide to do with it, man. Like, I'm tired. I'm gonna say why I'm tired. Cause he said it. I focus on everybody else in the past, but I'm alive, focusing on my purpose now. So if I ask people to do something, they don't do it. It's not that I don't care. I gotta let go with love. So you can know how to let go with love too, because if I give too much, you're gonna give too much to people who don't appreciate your time. So I'm no longer giving my time to people who don't follow up on what they say they're gonna do. I don't choose to. I don't want to. So I appreciate all of you for jumping on here. And I'm not gonna ask you to get your 3. I gotta give me another new 3, and another new 3, and another new 3. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Alicia, for sparking this. Get ready. I will be on the company webinar on tomorrow. And then also, Miss Kamaya will be on doing a team Explosion Tribe closer look on Thursday. So it's gonna be 2 different things. All right. Learn the different tools. Get ready. We have close to 50 people in our organization right now. We should be going for 200 sooner than later. But we have 27 participants who didn't show up for class, but want their kid to show up for class. I'm out.